So what's been going on in Elyson? Same old, same beautiful neighborhood that I love to show to my family looking out here in the Katy area. I've added a couple more families over here to the neighborhood, and I'm looking to add a couple more. And today, a few of my friends, some of you guys' favorite builders on the channel said, Aaron, I got some inventory homes that have been sitting for a while. Can you come help me out, get them on the channel? And I said, absolutely bet, because I love this neighborhood. This is actually probably one of the few neighborhoods that would have pulled me and almost did pull us away from Meridiana. So that tells you a lot about how much I actually love the Elyson community. Today we have a few. We have one from Newmark. We're gonna have a Perry home. We're gonna also have a Highland home on the 80-foot section that I think that you're gonna love. I've seen the layout before, but today's video is more about the inventory deal and seeing what you can get when you go without all the bells and whistles. So I think it's important to see. I think it's important to showcase because I am Mr. Inventory. Y'all know, for those of y'all that have been here a while, you know I love me an inventory home. That's the best deal all the time. We're gonna talk about numbers of these. If that sounds good, stay tuned. All right, up first, we got the 70-foot Newmark. And this one is a big, beautiful one-story. And for those of y'all that have been here a while, y'all know how I feel, my goodness, about a big, beautiful one-story. And this is the Amalfi plan, just shy of 3,800 square feet. And let's see if Newmark has the goods even on an inventory. But I feel that. I feel that width of a 70-foot. The 70-footers always feel special. You got your separate little dining area here. Beautiful tall windows. Cut through to a little prep hutch over here, but we don't walk through. We'll get over there when we get over there. And it's just, oh, just, oof. Okay. Go off into this wing. Got a full bath over here. A little Jack and Jill style. So we're gonna back on up out. Okay, so they have that one set up to where it could be guest bath, could be for this particular guest bedroom. Good size closet, but with the stats on this one being nearly 3,800 square feet in a 4-bed, this is the other door from the bedroom to this one. So I like the functionality of that. I would prefer a half bath, so, you know, guests and people that aren't supposed to be in your business wouldn't have to be all in your business. But when you buy inventory, that sometimes is the trade-off, right? So yes, I love Newmark. I think they are awesome. I think all of these builders are awesome. But when it comes to the inventory game, the inventory comes with sacrifice. Often. It often comes with sacrifice at the expense of being much cheaper than if you were to build this same exact home, okay? And so what do I mean by that? If you were to build this home and put the same exact finishes in it starting right now on the same size lot, you would be somewhere around $875. The price on this home, as is right now, see they have a half bath, so that's weird that they give that door from that side. That's throwing me off a little bit. So we got a half bath. But yeah, as priced right now, we're at $750. So that is like 125, 130K drop to get this in inventory. But the original price on this would have been high 8s. And this is just massive. Oh my goodness. For the fireplace lovers, you got the fireplace. And Newmark is in here peacocking on their custom home builder DNA vibes. Everything just feels really nice, tall to the ceiling. Let's go and see your mud area, see if the garage is open. It is. This is a 3-car tandem. So you got your little other spot back there, pretty deep. Really nice, good size laundry. You look in this pantry, that's a pretty good sized pantry. And then this is the other side of the dining area and little prep hutch. Beautiful. Another thing that many of y'all love about Newmark is that they are one of the most customizable production builders. They are not technically, as Newmark, a custom home builder, but they have that DNA. So the Frederick Harris, for the OGs, Frederick Douglass. The Frederick Harris division is their more customized builder. They have a couple communities nearby. One is Dunham Point, where they're about to start rolling out those sections for Frederick Harris. They're in Bridgeland, where I think they go up to 90 and 100 foot wide. And then the other one that I toured on the channel that you guys love was up in Colton. And that was a beautiful home up there. So they have that DNA in them. And so when it comes to their footprints of all sizes, if you want to do it and it's allowable in the community, you can get it done with Newmark because they have that custom home DNA. You have to basically do a draft fee, and then whatever the difference is, as long as you're willing to pay it, you can do it. But they're willing to do it. So moving things around, moving rooms around, bumping things out, they'll do all of that stuff, okay? Getting back into this beautiful home. Another guest bed with an ensuite. And I actually like showing houses without the lights on, just so you can see how much natural light just kind of comes through. Beautiful. I'll put the lights on in here. It's a little dark in here. But yeah, not super crazy upgraded. No slider on this one. That's a little bit different from what they would typically do. Usually on this plan, I've seen it with the slider back here. I'll show you this back patio just so you can see you saw it, because I actually, as soon as I edit this, I'm gonna send this to a few people. I know a few people looking for something like this. I ain't gonna call your name, but I know it's a few of y'all. You can raise your hand in the comments if you think I'm talking about you. Good size yard, even though you don't have a back neighbor, your easement will probably give you still enough room to do a little skinny pool. Nothing crazy. This wouldn't be too tight, but your easement would probably stop kind of where my finger is, and so you would have to work with the parameters of the build line, but could be done. Outdoor kitchen prep with gas and plumbing, multiple plugs, so you got multiple walls for TVs and things. Good setup, and then you just come into this, just massive. Man, this is nice. All right, this looks like this is the game room. I like that. Oh, got it open. Okay. So I would probably have preferred if it was closed, but based on the size of it, let me get in here. Based on the size of it, maybe they thought it would have felt, nah, this would have been decent size if you'd have closed this up, but it feels, this is one of those choices that I've gone back and forth on with the missus and been like, sometimes I like it, sometimes I hate it when they leave it open like this. But in this case, it actually feels really good to have it kind of open and be dual purpose. But if I'm thinking about using this when her and Chan are just up there just making noise in our house right now in the game room, if I was really trying to watch a movie or something, that would be distracting. So I would say I would probably want to close it up. And even on this inventory, if that was just like heartburn for you, we could probably have them close this up before you close. And if not, I got a Julio, and his name is really Julio. Don't come for me. Don't do that. My guy's name is really Julio. About 30 of y'all have asked me for his number, and I've given it to you. You know his name is Julio. But yeah, you could probably close that up afterwards if the builder would give you kind of like heartburn about doing it before you closed. But yeah, it would be a good size. Another builder that does this that y'all typically like is Coventry. They'll usually have like a little bar top right here, and it'll be customized with usually matching the countertops or something around the house. Yeah, I've seen a few where I like it open. I'm kind of flip-flopping on this one right now just because it's a one story and you kind of have access to all the noise down here. I don't know if I would want to leave that one open, but good size, and glad that they have a dining, an office, a game room, and a movie room space in this home. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then last but not least, we head into your primary bedroom. Really good size. Definitely would have enough room for nice furniture, a nice little couch in here, a little corner chair, mirror. Really, really nice. I like the layout of this. I like the separation. You doesn't seem like you have a prep space or make ready station, as some of the builders like to call it. This is throwback. I haven't seen a medicine cabinet in a really long time inside one of these things. And we got 2 medicine cabinets. So they are saying, OGs, aunties and uncles, we got your medicine cabinet, baby. No, that's catching me off. I haven't seen one of those out in a while. But yeah, great size. No bench on this one, but if you were building it, of course, that's something that you could do. Bathroom. Yeah, I love the orientation of this. The only downside I see on this one is with maybe the size of this tub and how they have it. You don't have like a true make ready station, but I would imagine, again, if you were building it and that's something that you wanted to make sure that this house was perfect for you, they would be able to do it. And then here's that laundry that we didn't walk through first time. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful start. I personally like how these colors and things kind of play together. I think it looks really nice. I think that Newmark, as an inventory home builder, is up there with some of my favorites in terms of finishes and just kind of like selections that they'll typically give you. Another thing, like, right, Newmark's giving you a pot filler, right, in an inventory, right? They take some liberties and kind of go at a higher level just for the design eye that they know that their people are gonna want when building their home. And so I think they try as best as they can to give that to you on these inventory. And so usually Highland and Newmark are some of my prettiest inventory homes that I'll just sell pretty much anywhere in the metro. And this one is super pretty. Now, I would personally like it to be a little bit more villain aesthetic. I'm more into the blacks. I'm cool with the hardware that they chose, but I'm more into the white, black, gray with the wood tone kind of villain aesthetic, where this one is a little bit more traditional, but I think that this one will eventually do well, and I'm hoping, again, I'm gonna send, as soon as I finish editing this one, I'm sending this directly to some people. I got 3 people in mind that I think that this would be great for, and I'm gonna send it to all 3 of y'all. But yeah, this is the Amalfi plan. This is 3768 square feet, so just under 3,800. This is a really big 1-story. There are not many builders in Houston that build bigger 1-stories than this. Of those that do, the only one that is in this neighborhood is Perry. And then we would step up into a bigger footprint of like an 80-foot sort of thing. But yeah, of the ones that builds really nice, big 1-stories, Perry Homes is gonna be the competitor in this price point. That makes sense because they're sharing this section with Perry Homes as well. Current price, $749. Original price, $881. Okay, so that is a drop. That is a steal. I guarantee you, you could not build this house with these finishes on this back lot with no rear neighbor for $750. Okay, and you got all the spaces. So, man, upgraded countertops, upgraded cabinets, pot fillers. This looks like wood flooring. This doesn't even look like vinyl. This is wood flooring. Premium lot for you over here, not too far from the schools. You got 4 nice sized bedrooms. A couple of them have en suites, half bath, dining. You got all the spaces that you would want, and about $140K in savings, okay? Steal. Looking like a steal, but we have more to see. Really quick, I wanted to step in and say hi. Thank you for checking out the video today. And I also wanted to take a really quick second for those of y'all that may be new to show you how to use my brand new website. So all you have to do is go to aaronlathan.the-vb.com, and using today's neighborhood as an example, we would go and we would type in Elyson, and we would type in Katy, because that's where the most of these houses are going to be that we show today. And then that's where you can get in here and do your magic. So you can go over to filters. You can set it by price point. We want to look at some active homes. We want to look at single family homes because they do have some newer products that are kind of leaning more townhomey, and you want to make sure that you get these single family homes that we checked out today. You want to also filter by, and this is probably the most important thing, you want to filter by builder name. So of the builders that we checked out today, we checked out a Newmark. So you want to go and type in Newmark Homes. You want to go and check out Highland Homes. That's another one that we're going to check out today. You want to put that in. And then we also checked out Perry Homes. And so super quick, just that fast, you can see only the listings that are associated with those 3 builders. You can go in, and we're looking at new construction on this channel largely. Go in and filter it by new construction so you're not seeing any older resales. But as you can see, there were some resales that the listing agent actually did a great job and put the builder in there. So if you were looking for a resale home for those as well, you'd be able to do so and filter out by that. Once you have that all squared away, you would look at these houses right here and say, hey, I love this one on Wilderness Haven. You can like that one, and then it's going to ask you for a little bit more information to set up your profile kind of on the back end. You can also, if you want to make this a specific save search, you can click this button up here as well. It's going to ask you for some more information likewise, and then that way anything that pops up with these parameters, you're going to be one of the first people in Houston to see, or if you're abroad, you're going to be one of the first people to see this available home in the Houston metro. So just want to step in and say that. Let's hop back in and check out these beautiful homes. If you have any questions, you've probably seen the QR code or the number already. I look forward to hearing from you, but let's check out the rest of these beautiful homes. All right, up next, we have the 4036 plan from Perry Homes, and I have never seen this plan. And then we add on top of that they have done nearly 600 square feet of modifications to this plan. And we got something I've for sure never seen. So I'm excited to see it for the first time with you today. All right, off the door, we have a nice little dining space. Cut through for the prep area. We'll get to that when we get to that. A little linen, need that storage. Good sized bedroom. Definitely full in here for sure. Probably a queen in here pretty comfortably as well. Good closet. Dedicated shower in the slab, so that is pre-planned for this specific plan. This is your third car bay. And so got that older kid, excuse me, have that older kid, got that parent that wants to be independent because they think they're grown. They got their own little parking and they can come over here and go straight into their room. So I like that. I like that setup. Got a little mini rotunda. This is actually reminding me a little bit of that Varice plan that we probably gonna go see today. Half bath. Harry Potter. Powder closet. Really nice kitchen. So, what we got here? I'm intrigued. So this is different. This is not different. They do the vaulted 1-story family great room better than most. They do the cathedral thing that I really, really love. And so what is new is that it slopes down to frame up something up there. So I'm very interested to see what is up there because that feels abnormal. Y'all following me? Also, pro tip. Now this is insider information, okay? This is insider information that I'm about to give you. Whenever you see a builder, and I'm whispering because I don't want everybody to know this. I just want you to know. I'm whispering because whenever you are walking into an inventory home and you see that thing staged, that means they're ready to do some things, okay? When it comes to the point where they're willing to put more money into staging to get that thing sold, now we got some leverage, okay? And I see staging in multiple rooms, okay? We got the family room. We got the dining room staged. If the bedroom is staged, come on, we might need to put an offer in right now. Shoot the shot, okay? If the bedroom is staged, you gotta shoot the shot. But no, in all seriousness, that is kind of like that last step for most builders, is that the home, and from what I'm seeing, the selections are pretty. This is a step up. I think Akeem did a good job on the things that he put in here. For whatever reason, it hasn't resonated with the buyers at the price that they originally had it. Now, the original price on this was $900,000. So that has a lot to do with it. Somebody that can afford a $900,000 house is selective. They often want to build and customize. And so even though I think he has great taste, and I think he did all the things that most of them would do. Maybe they came in here and said, for $900,000, I can't get a slider, and that pisses them off, and so it sits, right? But insider info for you, if you're walking anywhere and we're touring together, or if you're solo, if you see one that is staged, that means that they are sick of holding that house and they're ready to get up off it, okay? So shoot the shot. All right. But yeah, beautiful. This is a back office. So this is giving me those 224 vibes from Highland Homes with the office in the back. Like that a lot. Most people throw the office up in the front, so that is a unique layout. Just all the kitchen cabinets and prep space. It's so much prep space. A little storage right now. Your other 2-car garage. Little pantry. Really nice. All right, let's see. I don't know what this flex is. I can't tell if this is supposed to be kind of like what happened next door, and this is supposed to be like a little media space, or if this is supposed to just be a flex, if this is supposed to be a secondary dining. I can't tell what this is supposed to be, but I guess once we get upstairs, we'll be able to make some educated guesses about this, because this feels a little bumped out and like an ad, but again, I've never seen this plan before, so I don't have a reference of what I would normally see. But I think that I like it. It's a little closed off on some areas, but I think it's doing that to provide the spaces that I would enjoy. So I'm rocking with it. Like the ceiling height in here, baseboards, standard. Door height, standard 8 foot. Just some of the things that you see with Perry above, I think it's above 40 foot. When you get to 50 and above, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing in here is their standard stuff, so it's not really breaking the bank on you. All right. No make ready station on this one, split station though. Here's your toilet, so you can say you saw it. Good sized closet, but just one? Okay, so that's also different. Normally they would have, on a house that is this big, they would have like a little split design for closet. And it looks like they didn't do that on this one. Interesting, so that is a interesting first floor. Actually, let me show you this back patio. Another thing that, and there's another pro tip. Let me give you this pro tip. Another thing that certain builders will do when they're just like really trying to like do that extra little thing, they'll start epoxying stuff. So they'll either start epoxying garages, epoxying back patios. What made me think about that is that they did it on the back patio. Let me see if they did it in this garage. Okay, they didn't epoxy this garage, but the back patio, they did do. And so that's another kind of like telltale sign, if you will, that they are sick of holding this house and they want it gone, okay? So in my mind, if I'm out here touring with you and I see these things, in my mind, I'm just like, oh, okay, we can swing. We can swing. Now, are they gonna give you this house at the price point of a 60-footer or a 55-footer? Absolutely not. But are we getting closer and closer and closer to getting all these upgrades for free, getting this house at damn near base? Probably, right? When they start doing this sort of thing, we're heading to base Priceville, okay? But yeah, I'm struggling outside of having sold a few in this section and knowing kind of where my clients were price-wise. 900,000 is a little steep, but all of my clients didn't build something that was nearly 4,600 square feet. They were like shy of 4,000. So it feels steep, but I think it's because there's not a lot of super big ones in this section. And I think that they are kind of bullying themselves with that one, okay? But let's go see upstairs, see if we love that. I love what this does. I love what Cabinets Kitchen does. I love the double ovens. I love a lot of what I'm seeing. The finishes are great. Loving the finishes. But I'm very curious as to why they framed this kitchen area how they did. Okay, so they added a movie room. And for the Peekaboo crew, I got you. Little Romeo, Little Romeo and Juliet style one over here too. All right, so this is a beautiful game room. This vibe is giving me the Asher plan from Weston with a little vaulted upstairs. This feels really big. It feels every bit of the 4,600. They added a half bath up here, spending that money. Really, really nice size. Huge movie room. Huge movie room. Huge. Pre-wires. Looks like we got speakers. Did they do projector? Pre-wire for a projector. They went all out on this one. All right, longer hallway that way, so we'll go this way. Yeah, good sized room. And I gotta ask Akeem and Vicky what they do, because they got this thing smelling so delicious. Like, I don't see any plug-ins. I'm just like, are they pumping it directly into the unit? What are they doing to make it smell this good? A little bit of a little galley closet. Jack and Jill style. For those of y'all that aren't new, you know I ain't walking through. I need the minutes, so we'll see it when we get to the other side. Got more storage. This is the other bedroom attached to that bath. Really good size. Really, really good size. Closet is a little bit bigger on this side. Jack and Jill. And this is the other side of the bathroom that I didn't show you before. Nice, nice. Down the hallway we go. This one has its own ensuite. This is another good sized room. Looks like shorter than 8-foot doors on the second story. Good closet. Man, that's a pretty house. I'm at a loss for why it would honestly just be sitting outside of the fact that, again, I've sold a few in this section. I've been fortunate enough, shout out to y'all that bought over here in the 70-foot section. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna call y'all before I leave here. Y'all better pick up too, so I can swing by and say what's up. I've had the privilege of selling a few over here, and kind of knowing what my people paid was just lower than 900,000. And so if we got the base on this one, it was a planned 4036, so it was originally 4,000 square feet. They had modifications in here to get it to about 4,600 square feet. 5 bed, 4 and 2.5 baths, 3-car garage split. With a lot of upgrades in here, man. This is nice tile. This is nice cabinetry, epoxied tile to the ceiling for the fireplace. The black trim. This is a lot of upgraded stuff in here. The only thing that is not super upgraded in here is the cooktop and the flooring. They did do a luxury vinyl on this one. They probably could have went wood, but again, if it's inventory, that's one of those things that you don't want to necessarily spend the money for up front and then be forced to bring down the price later, right? So I understand that part of the game. This one right now, as it stands, is $824. But based on the stuff, now I gave you some insider information. Based on the insider information that I gave you, we probably could get this in the sevens. We could probably get this in the sevens. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So if this is something that you are interested in, definitely hit me up. I can give you the address on this one. We can go take a tour. We can go and talk to my guy, Akeem. Or if Akeem's off, we can go and give a shout to Vicky. I'll close a few with her as well. But yeah, man, this is a solid opportunity to get something that is 4,600 square feet in one of the top selling communities in Houston at around 800. That's pretty crazy. Okay. All right. But we have more to see. And really quick, while I got you here, I wanted to say thank you for stopping by and rocking out with me. If you've been enjoying the video so far, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new here. But you've been watching this video now for damn near about 30 to 40 minutes. And I ain't got a call, text, email, carrier pigeon, none of that stuff from you. And that's kind of breaking my heart. I want to be a resource to you. I want to be that go-to for you anywhere in the Houston metro. The only way I can do that is if you call this number. I'll drop it on the screen. Click the link in the description for my people that are watching on mobile and watching on laptops, old school way like I do for the most time. But for my people that are on TV, I'm gonna put a QR code somewhere on the screen right now. Take your phone out, look at that QR code, book a call that number. If you call that number, you're gonna reach my AI assistant, Ava. She's going to help us book that call. It works beautifully. How do I know? Because a lot of y'all are doing exactly that. Y'all are calling her. She's setting up the appointments. We're meeting. We're doing everything that we would do, but I can focus on what I got to focus on in the meantime, which is either touring with someone like yourself, you know, having a consultation with someone like yourself, and we can make sure that we're locked in and have a good schedule that works for both of us. Best way to do that is to call that number, drop it again, click that link, that'll be in the description, scan this QR code to make sure that we can be locked in and get you some of the best deals. Like I said, I got relationships all over the metro. I actively have contracts with all of the builders that you've seen today. And we got more with other builders. So if Elyson isn't the one, if Highland, Perry, Newmark isn't the one, and we're looking at Chesmore, we're looking at Weston, we're looking at Beezer, we're looking at Shea, we're looking at, you name it, probably had a contract with them, or I probably actively have a contract with them. And so using that leverage and that expertise, I've seen most of their contracts. I know the gotchas, I know the escapes, I know, you know, what incentives are being touted kind of all over the city, because I have basically a contract in all corners of Houston at this point. Been fortunate enough to have enough of y'all follow the channel, support me and my family's channel, and then reach out when you are ready. And as a result of that, we've been doing business all over Houston, and I'm proud to be that resource for you, but I can't do that if you don't hit me up. Best way to do it is if you are walking Some of these model homes, there's gonna be guest cards that you'll see in their kitchen most times, or somebody will come out the back with a little notepad and it's like, hey, how did you hear about us? If you give them my info, they'll reach out to me and I'll make sure that I can take care of you when the time comes. If you don't wanna do that and you wanna just be kinda out here, no shade, no tea, hit me up before, give me a little heads up so I can kind of grease the wheels on your behalf and reach out to them and say, hey, my client may be coming on this day to make sure that you have the best experience and that we can tie in getting some of the best deals for you no matter where you're gonna go. Easiest way to do that, again, book a call, links in the description, call this number, talk to Ava, or scan this QR code and book that appointment. All right. Last but not least, we got Highland Homes on the Varese plan. And I had to start all the way over there just so you can get the scale of this house. Gorgeous. Let's get into it. All right, so out the front door, you have office with your little front porch. This section in Elyson is probably the most unique in that none of these houses look the same. And so for some people, I know that might throw them off because they kind of like, and I think I fall into this camp now. I'm kind of used to neighborhoods just kind of having a similar look. But on this one, you got some that look like they're Venetian. You got some that look like they're like a Spanish influence. You got stuff that's kind of like all over on this one. All right, looks like we got a little prep space in here in your laundry. What I tell y'all? Now we just had to talk about this. Me and you, we just had to talk about this. What I tell y'all? Epoxy floor, wink, wink. We have another bedroom off to the back with the home bath. Closet. So this one is set up as well. If you, again, have that older parent that think they're grown, they could park in the garage, come out of their door, go into their little casita, right? So I like that setup, that next gen living kind of style. I know it's one of those things that seems to be a little bit more of a buzzword kind of thing here, but it is becoming one of those requests that I'm starting to see more and more of in Houston, and I wish more developers would kind of give you the option to do it. And it looks like over here in this here section, they did. Got a half bath with some storage. Downstairs media room. Let's see if they got, ooh, they went fancy. Some little sconces in here. This is a pretty good size. Pretty good size. This is a deep room. Super nice. Let's see if we can get the other lights in here, give you an idea. Yeah. Cool. And then you come into the money shot. and it just follows you the whole way. Gorgeous. All right. So keep in line with what I told y'all. This is phase one. When you start seeing the literature out like this, phase one. Phase two, they're gonna probably put a table or something right there. Phase three, they're gonna furnish this and then they'll start spreading out. I'm telling you, remember this day. Whenever you're out next, if you're out solo and you see it, you're gonna think about it and laugh, okay? Remember, I told you, it's phase one. Phase two, we're gonna start with this kitchen, finish the living room, so on and so forth, all right? Remember. But yeah, this is a gorgeous home. I remember when I saw this model for the first time, I do believe that they are actually getting another section, and I can confirm that with my girl Cece. She hit me up and was like, I was actually at the Elyson Top Producer luncheon, and she was like, please help me get this thing off my hands. And I said, hey boo, I'm coming to see you. I got you. I got you. Upgraded cooktops, upgraded backsplash, wrapping countertop all the way on up. Gorgeous. Now, I believe this collection is almost falling into the category of their Huntington brand, which I believe is currently like an exclusive like Dallas brand. That's more their custom home division. So kind of like how Newmark has Frederick Harris out here, they have Huntington, and they had one community here like 5 or 10 years ago. And I think they're gonna start trying to reintroduce them to the market. And I think this was one of those plans that was a top seller for them that they took and kind of put into the production side, because this neighborhood allowed them to build 80-foot wide products. Okay, so if they come back to the Houston Metro, which I expect they will, in some of the bigger communities, I would be shocked if they don't end up being in a place like Colton that can already build pretty wide. I'm very shocked that they weren't in a neighborhood like Sienna. I would love it, hey, if y'all could come to Meridiana and take on some of them 90 to 100 foot lots. Oh, I would love that so much. But yeah, that is what this product is based off of, is one of their more customized plans. And so just counting some of the money in here, we got like 45,000 just in sliders. We got 1, 2, and another one over here. We got cabinets all the way to the top throughout. We got custom built-ins, we got the beam work, we got multiple chandeliers. There's a lot of money and upgrades put down here. This actually looks like a wood. Also, we got the upgraded kitchen cabinets to wrap around. They put some bread into, they put some bread into this house. All right. Now I just showed you 3 sliders and I ain't gonna use none of them, because they heavy, they big. Love how this is framed in. For longtime followers of the channel, y'all know when my back patio is bricked in like this and framed in based on how the house is shaped. Y'all know I love this. For those of y'all that are new, I'm telling you now, I love this. No back neighbor on this one. Little lake view. Prep for cooktop. Looks like we got fan prep. No speaker, you got TV prep over here. But yeah, no plumbing on this one. But that's all good. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Got a little guest bath off the patio. Did the bump out on the primary. It's a must. This feels about the same size as what a 222 or a 224 bedroom would feel like with the bump out. So for those of y'all that have toured that with me, you have a reference. Really, really big. Then you got the super peekaboo shower. You looking at them, they looking at you. Everybody's all right. That's what I'm talking about. Good closet over here. Good size closet. Where you handle your business over here. Yeah, that's really nice. Like the ceiling detail that they did in here as well. You do have a make ready station on this one. I like the decisions they made on this one, y'all. Now I don't know if Mike built this one or if CC did this one. I think this was a carryover from Mike Jarvis when he was still out here. But yeah, that's just the first floor. So all fitted out. This one's like a 6-bed, 5.5 bath, I believe, or just under 5,000 square feet. I think it's like 4,850 or something like that. For the Peekaboo crew, I got you. Whole nother upstairs. We got the 224 inspired Peekaboo down to the cathedral. Love it. We got a whole nother setup for entertainment up here. Check out this wing really quick. It's like we got a half bath for those that would be up here. Ensuite, thank you very much, Highland. Got en-suites on this one. Good size closet. A little linen. You need that storage, and then we got another one. Guest bed closest to the street. They also have their own, looks like their own bathroom as well. They do. Sometimes Highland will hit you with that room of doors. Let me see, it was a closet. Yeah, pretty good sized closet. And they brought wood floors into the closet. So again, just things that were upgraded. This is upgraded countertops. Know that from the design center. Upgraded pools and hardware kind of throughout. Check out the peekaboo from this side. All these beautiful sliders. Little water view back there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Look, I'm a fan. I also like how they carried this one has a tub. I stand by, sorry about that. I like how they continued pretty much the hardware throughout this home. I'm a fan of it. I think they did a really great job. Really nicely upgraded. Nice. So yeah, that is the Elyson plan. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right around 4,800 square feet. This one is 6 beds, whole bunch of bathrooms, tons of storage, tons of character, movie room, office. You know, open concept, 224 kind of plan. You got separate entrances for, you know, in-law suites and older kids and all the things that you would want. Split garage. It has all the stuff. And to get something that is this big in this neighborhood, you are just above $1 million over here, and that is a little bit of a discount from what it was. So again, I have the relationships. I was personally asked to come and film and get this on the channel. I said bet, because I also got somebody that's looking at something that is this big. And like I said, I got a couple of these that I'm gonna send directly to y'all. As soon as I finish editing this video, I'm gonna send y'all a private link. You're gonna get it. But for those of y'all that loved what you saw today, again, hit the like button. Subscribe if you already haven't. Hit me up, call, text, email. I wanna be that resource to you. This was heavy relationship day. You know, I pulled up, hugs from everybody. People walked away, gave me keys and was just like, hey, go do what you gotta do, okay? That is the vibe that I try to create in the whole metro, no matter what builder that you're working with. I try to be and present myself in a way that I can be an advocate to you at all times, no matter what your price point is and where you're looking. And it just so happens that these three are some of you guys very favorite on the channel, and I do a lot of business with all three of them. So if you have any questions about these guys over here, if you have questions about Toll, or if you're looking at Brookfield over here, if you're looking at Chesmar over here, or if you're looking completely out of this neighborhood and you want an alternative to Elyson, maybe Elyson feels a little bit too big, we got some relationships in some neighboring satellite communities as well. I'm here to be that resource for you. The only way I can do that is if you hit me up. This was a beautiful video today. We have a bunch that were over 100K off. Gorgeous, wearing that estate style dream homeville on this video. This neighborhood does so many things very well, from townhomes all the way on up to mansions like what I'm standing in right now. Beautiful vibes. This is what you can get in inventory on a luxury build. We saw some beautiful homes today that I'm not mad at, that I would move right in. And I think a lot of my family that follows the channel would feel the same. But with the discounts, the beautiful neighborhood that you know and love, that y'all have been following me on this channel for so long, with upgraded vibes, upgraded sliders, great locations, great lots, no back neighbors, and reductions in price for most of these over 100,000. Is that enough for you to give me a call about Elyson?